Beer time, number 3 for today. I'm still thirsty, so let's do another one. We got First Crush from Line Creek. This is an extremely local beer, and most of you probably won't see ever unless you're in my neck of the woods, and that's alright. I haven't had a whole lot of theirs because I'm usually not a big fan, to be honest with you, but I got a whole bunch of these in the fridge, so we're going to give it a go. This is not so bad. It smells actually pretty good and a bit different than most IPAs you would buy. And it has what I would say, pretty different combination of hops in it. We're working with Simcoe, Mosaic, Amarillo, and El Dorado, which I can't think of the last time I've had a beer that had all 4 of those in it. So that speaks enough on its own. We are at a 6.3 ABV with this one, with a 36 IBU, so it's not too bitter. It's very aromatic though. Like it's not that bitter. I know Line Creek focuses on like easy drinkers. They like lightly carbonated, not too bitter, kind of mellowed out beers. It's not generally my thing. There's nothing wrong with that either. It's got, I think, 3 different malts. Either way, we got 4 hops. I know this is one of Line Creek Brewing's biggest beers. I see this at literally every grocery store I go to in town. And I'm a town away from where this is. And it's still everywhere. I see their beer more often than I see the town I'm in's beer at this point. And I think I like the other one better. But it's not bad. It's kind of light. It's got a very distinct taste to it compared to other IPAs that are around right now. It is pretty smooth going down. I think it's the Simcoe that I'm tasting the most of. So if you're a fan of Simcoe, this is the one to get. With IBUs of 36, I mean it's pretty run of the mill for just a standard kind of smooth sailing IPA. IBUs we're starting to get a little bit higher with like 6.3. I mean that's not outrageous, and I mean it's not really that high, but compared to how light this is and its lack of boozy taste, 6.3 is a good number. I unfortunately have yet to get a chance to go up to the brewery. I do plan to at some point this year. I keep saying that, and we're past, half past it now. But I'm going to get up there and give it a go. I've heard good things about the brewery. It's supposed to be really, really nice. So I am excited to go check it out. I've yet to find a beer that really brings it home for me. This one's actually pretty solid compared. I think a lot of people like it. I think I maybe just got a bad batch or was having a bad day, and it just wasn't hitting the spot for me, because this is better than what I've had before. I remember getting a peach. I don't know if it was wheat or Kolsch or what. I really don't. It was that bad. I just kind of and never thought of or tried it again. But I was not a fan at all. It's kind of watery, which that's the last thing I want. I can deal with. I'm very open-minded and very easygoing with beer, but if it's watery, I want nothing to do with it. And I remember it being real watery. And this one is not. So this may be the kick I needed to go try a couple more of theirs. Give them a second chance. But overall, it's all right. Just a straightforward IPA. That's it. Can't. It's hard to screw that up. I mean, the hops just kind of take over anything, right? I mean, it's just hops and water and alcohol. Have fun. I feel like it's missing something a little bit. Like it could have a little spruce, a little extra pep to its step. I don't know what it would be. Maybe I'd like to say a little bit of actual fruit in this, because it is kind of light and it is mellow. And usually when I think of like light mellow IPAs with a little bit of haze to it, usually a little bit of fruit in it as well. And as we've talked about here over and over, I love fruity beer. So, trying to think of the best fruit for it. Probably could have run real well with a mango. I'm sick of grapefruit anything. Like, I love grapefruit, but like obviously any IPA is going to be grapefruit, so let's not suggest that. But there could have been something else. This is just a run of the mill, and it really could have been taken up a whole step and really been a really good beer with just a little something extra. Even something off the wall, like just anything to really stand out, especially as an up and coming new brewery. They've only existed for like 2 years at best. Playing it safe is never the like winning option. You gotta give it the Hail Mary to get going. Most people probably just want a standard IPA, and for that, this is good. I think there's better. I think there's worse. But for it being extremely local, it's great. It's wonderful. Local beer is always good beer. Don't really care too much, like I'd rather buy something from the town I'm in or the town over than give money out of state, or especially over the pond. We don't do imports here. It's very consistent. The maltiness comes through a hair. Not a whole lot. There's a lot of hoppiness going on in this. Like I said, the smell is actually really good, especially when it was opened. As you can tell, head and carbonation's like gone. Like I said, they really like them super smooth, lighter beers. It shows. I don't, but that's okay. But we got 6.3 IBV, 36 IBU, Simcoe, Mosaic, Amarillo, and Eldorado hops. So really, I think that's the selling point. That's a different combination than I'm used to. Probably a lot of you are used to. And that's nothing to scoff at. You just want a decent, lighter New England IPA. This one's actually pretty solid. Also, you're going to have to come to my neck of the woods if you want to get some. So, sorry. You should have stopped watching a while ago. That's that. I'll catch you on the next one.